to motivate our students to become entrepreneur.
Thank you so much. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, sir.
How many of you got bored with the classes today? Please be honest, because I was one of them. I used to be one of them. I used to sit at the last bench, and my class was at the last row of this building. Okay? So there were two doors. I used to get out from the back end door whenever I used to get bored. Okay? I was one of them. So how many of you got bored today? Huh? Don't worry. Don't worry. Please be honest. Definitely you would have also gone through the same place. Okay? Thanks for acknowledging it and okay, let's begin then. Welcome to learning students. Opportunities for young minds. How many of you think that you are young? Please raise a hand. What about the rest? How many of you think that you are young? No? How old are you? How old are you? 21. See the enthusiasm in you. If you can't even participate in whatever is going around you, then definitely you will not be able to understand what is going to happen in your life in near future. Okay? Am I audible loud and clear to everybody?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. I have a promise to make you today and I have a request also. The promise is that if you pay enough attention for the next 60 minutes, then the way you are looking at your own career is going to change for sure. And the request is, if you are not interested to sit here, if you think there is something really important than this, then please walk out right away. I totally respect your time. Anybody wants to go out? Thank you so much. Then please be quiet and pay attention. This is very, very important. Because I am here to share your story, not my story. Because it is not something different than yours. How many of you don't understand Kannada here? How many of you don't understand Kannada? Everybody? Okay. How many of you don't understand Hindi? Everybody knows. You don't understand Hindi. Okay, no problem. Kannada boluttala? Oh, great. What's in it for me? In today's session, what are you going to learn and what are you going to understand? Let's see that. First one. What do you want to get? What do you want and how to get it? Okay? Everybody has desires in their life, right? Similarly, you will also be having some desires in your life. So how to get them? How to achieve them? We are going to look at that. Job versus entrepreneurship. How many of you have already decided your dream companies? Please raise your hand. How many of you have decided your dream companies? No? Okay. Good. That means the maximum percentage of this crowd is just like me, sir. Even I didn't have any clue about what I should be choosing, what I should be doing in my life and my career. I didn't know anything. Thank you guys. I like it. How much you can earn without quitting what you are doing? So how many of you think that you don't have enough time to start making money right now while you are studying? How many of you think that I don't have time to start making money after my studies? You don't have time? Okay, good. So let's understand how much you can make on that just by utilizing your spare time. Okay? How to start your entrepreneurial journey, we'll look into that aspect as well. What do you want and how to get it? Whether you want to get into a job wherein your boss will be poking you again and again for the targets and the timings and the limitations, whatnot. Whether you want to be in this space or you want to work according to your terms and conditions, being wherever you want, work whenever you want and get paid more than in your full-time job. Which one do you want to, in which space you want to be? Second one, right? So which job do you think is going to offer you the second option? Can anybody know which kind of job is going to offer that kind of work life?
Esports.
Sorry?
Esports.
Esports. That's not a job.
But we can run.
You get a lot of opportunities to travel around. Right? Okay. Anything else?
Freelancing.
Sorry?
Freelancing.
Digital marketing, freelancing. Good. You guys are much more updated than me. Actually, I didn't know how to operate the laptop properly when I got out from the college. Okay? So, I have reached to some level now. If you start now, you have immense potential to reach to the best possible level. Okay? So, let's see how this is going to happen. Who am I and why you should listen to me? Okay? Already student one Okay. So my name is Vireesh Digital. I am passed out from the same college in the year 2010. Okay. How many of you have backups? Thank you very much. How many of Okay. I have completed my BE in 6 years. I completed my BE in 6 years. Okay? Not because I was dumb in study, but because I was not serious. Now you might be thinking, you yourself have finished your engineering in 6 years, then what are you going to tell us? Right? There is much more than the studies, there is much more than the grades, there is much more than your academic credentials that can make your life. And that's what I'm going to share with all of you today. Okay? So, I'm a digital career coach, entrepreneur, because I've started 2 startups. I'm a YouTuber, blogger, and motivational speaker. Why I have become a digital career coach is because, as you guys said, you haven't decided your dream company. Neither I had a clue what I had to choose in my career. I didn't know what to do. Okay? And just because of that, I would say I have wasted 12 years of my life slogging the corporate companies. Okay? If you take your first step right, then there are high chances that you will achieve greatness in these 12 years itself. Okay? That's the reason why I started thinking about how I can contribute back to the next generation. How does a corporate life looks like? When I got selected to campus from this institute, I got selected to Apollo Tires. It was an Indian MNC. This was my first company. And when I got selected to this company, I went to my HOD. That time, our HOD was Mr. Katti sir. He was one of the most strict HODs and the lecturers, professors that we had. And everybody used to get scared to go to him, even to ask a doubt. Okay? I choose to do a project on him, and then I went in and asked, sir, what is BCCBR? Because my designation was BCCBR. I didn't have any clue. That was Business Vehicle Commercial Vehicles. Then he just asked me, show me your CV, show me your offer letter. And I showed him. He said it's a business development work. So if I ask you to go and talk to a student, you will do that. So that's what is your strength. Go and do it. Don't think much. Okay? When you don't know about yourself, then you have to trust somebody who knows you better than yourself. Right? There are only 2 ways of living life. Correct? Whenever you want to travel to an unknown area, what will you do? You don't know the location, but you want to go there.
Ask for the guidance.
Ask for the guidance one and direction, maps, right? Correct? You will not keep on thinking about how can I reach there. The more you are eager to take guidance or the suggestions or help from somebody, then automatically will be the chances of you reaching your destination are very, very fast. Okay? Nothing has changed in these 2 pictures. Here I'm standing here, and in that, here I went to take the training, and there I'm giving the training. Okay? This is the only thing that has changed. The responsibilities have changed, the designation has changed, and the salary bar has changed. I started my career with 15,000 rupees per month, and I ended my career with 1 lakh rupees per month. This is the only difference that has happened. Okay? So, when I was in that life, when I was living that life, how many of you are dreaming of having 5 digit salary? 5 digit salary. Starts from 1 lakh and till 9,99,999. How many of you want to have a package like this? Please raise full hand. What about others? Are you so rich to not to want to have that salary? Okay. I was reading most of the youngsters dream like that. Okay. Then I decided to quit my job. When I decided to quit my job, my son was just 9 months old. Now he's 5 years old. Okay. Having a salary of 1 lakh rupees per month and a kid of 9 months old. If somebody is going to quit a job, what do you think? Salary. Well, it's quite common. But I'm a voice system. What people used to think about me, Vireesh life is like this. He's getting handsome salary, he's traveling in a nice car, has AC cabin to sit, have 4-5 people to report to him and work for him, flight tickets, 5-star hotel stays. Okay? Generally, we also show the same things to the world. How many of you know that what are the different problems that Jerusalem is having now? Nobody knows, right? Okay? When people used to think about me like this, I was actually feeling something like this. How many of you think that sir is taking 1 or 2 classes per day and he's sitting peacefully in his cabin? How many of you think this? No, right? Still then, being a youngster, we tend to get these kind of ideas.
I think
we tend to get these kind of
I think our faculty will answer for this question.
Yes, that's quite common. Okay? Generally, this is the harsh truth. Nobody knows until and unless he sits on that chair. Okay? The higher the ladder you go, the bigger the responsibilities will come to you. And automatically, if one person is not performing, then that person's responsibility also comes onto that person's side. Okay? Don't think that if what a MD will do in a company. I was working in German MNC, and even at that particular point of time, I was thinking, what our MD does whole day. Whenever we ask for a reply from him, we used to get the reply after a week. Think of it. Because he has much more important tasks to complete than our silly mails. Okay? So we never understand those aspects right now. Even though when I was getting 1 lakh rupees salaries, I was well paid in India. With 1 lakh salary, anybody can live a comfortable life in any of the cities. Do you agree with that?
Yes, sir.
Any city. Even if I am taking 3 BHK flat at a rent of 50,000 rupees in Bangalore, I'll be able to live comfortable life with remaining 50,000. Correct? But still then, I choose to quit that because my situation was something like this. Throughout my journey, I was clueless. I was just searching for, is it for me? Do I want to live a life like this? Is it my cup of tea? Or am I made for this? Okay? I just worked hard. I never gave up. And as a result, I got a best salesperson of the year award also. But still then, my bosses used to treat me like this. Seriously, whenever I used to go on the field, if my phone rings, I always get a feel that, okay, अब क्या होगा? ये गेम कब मारना? Okay? I have never even realized why he was doing so with me. I thought it several times, does he have any personal grudge against me? Why he is making me feel that I am not working at all? When the company is giving an award as best salesperson, I have never ever underachieved. Forget about underachieving. I have always exceeded my targets. Okay? I have taken salaries more than what was mentioned in my CTC. What is CTC? Cost to the company. Okay? So if my salary is 50,000 and if I am taking 70,000 including incentives, perks and everything, then the cost to the company is 70,000 rupees for that month. Like that, whenever you get an offer letter, they will give you a CTC letter. In your offer letter, you will be having a CTC, a term called CTC. Okay? I I always got 30% more than what was mentioned in my CDC. Okay? Still then my boss used to say, Vireesh, you're not focused. Vireesh, you're not working. Vireesh, you're underperforming. What the hell is this? I was literally surprised to get to listen to it. Okay? Why it happens actually? Okay? When I started, literally didn't like that kind of environment because I feel like I have to be free. I have to live a life freely. Okay? If you give me a toughest task, I have the ability to finish this. But I don't want anybody to intervene, come to me again and again. I can know. Oh yeah, yeah. Is it done? Is it done? Is it done? How do you feel? Right? That's how I used to feel. When I started following my particular passion of sharing my knowledge with the world, then the life got changed completely. And I started this without quitting a job. Okay? When I was in a job, when I was working for a US-based company, I used to handle Karnataka, Kerala and Maharashtra. And I used to travel to all these states from the flight itself. Okay? Whenever a company wants to send me to any location, it used to book me a flight. So, approximately I used to get 2 to 3 hours spare just waiting in the lobby of airport. And in the airport, we used to get free Wi-Fi. I used that free Wi-Fi, started my freelancing career, and started building a portfolio. That's how I started. Within 1.5 years, I started making consistent income of 60 to 70,000 rupees. At one side, I'm making 1 lakh rupees per month as a salary from a full-time job, and within that particular time itself, I started making a side income of 60 to 70,000 rupees. Okay? When I started it, I started with only 6 people. And now, after 3 years, I have trained more than 6,300 people. Okay? So, this has not just happened overnight. It takes a lot of efforts, it takes a lot of commitment. What is the one thing that you can work upon without looking at the clock? You need to identify this. I used to get up at 4:30 a.m. in the morning. I used to work till 11 p.m. after quitting my job. Even when I am making 35,000 rupees per month as income when I quit my job. But still, I was not frustrating. I was not frustrated. Still, I was not demotivated. Still, I was not ready to quit. I got an offer again from Biocon and 2 more MNC companies to join back them as a digital marketing deputy manager at a package of 17 lakhs and 18.5 lakhs. Naresh, how much I demanded? 40. Just because I didn't want to join those companies. It has happened when we were sitting in the office. I got a call, I put it on the speaker, and the MD secretary told me that we can afford to pay you 25 lakh service package. But I said, no. If you can pay me 40 lakh rupees, because my dreams are not that small. The value of my dreams and the day that I have already made to quit my job is way higher than what you're paying me. So if you can afford to pay me 40, then I'm ready to come. And behind that thought also, I wanted to go back. If they accept it, I definitely understood that they will not accept it. Okay, that's the only reason why I have put it 40. So, starting from 5th standard student till the AGMs of different companies got trained by me. When you start working on your passion, you can never ever imagine that it will connect you to which kind of people, what kind of platforms. You will not be able to imagine it. Okay, we started getting a lot of invitations from different colleges. We have conducted the workshop for NIE, Metropolitan Institute of Engineering, for a week there, and that too on a digital marketing. And we have conducted workshops for BSc, MSc, and PhD students in Mahara University also. This is just a beginning, okay? And it has started getting published across all the magazines, as you sir has already told, okay? When you start offering what you love doing, then automatically you will start doing. How many of you are getting bored? Please raise your hand. I don't want to bore you. Please raise your hand. Okay, this is the Joe Stocks video that has been introduction session of mine. Many coaches, consultants, trainers have the dream of going to this platform and share their story. When did we get this call?
Sir, during when we are going to the Mahila
Mahila
in the car.
It was just came to my home and we were sitting in the car and we got a call suddenly that we are talking from Joe's house and we have shortlisted you after screening 6,000 people in Karnataka. Okay? They have screened 6,000 people in Karnataka and they have monitored for 3 months and then they have shortlisted me to share my story on that platform. And since then, I have never looked back. In the society, people generally play in 4 levels. Okay? At which level you want to play in this game? Let's try to understand what are those levels. The first level is a group of survivors. People having the mindset to survive. These are the people who always work hand to mouth. Okay? What do you mean by hand to mouth? If I don't work this month, then I don't get paid next month. Clear? These are the people who will work for their livelihood on daily basis. Okay? We can consider them as laborers. Whether the labor who is working on the street or the labor who is working in the corporate companies. But they will be having a mindset like this. Okay? And the next level is competition. This is the second level of people who are amongst us. These are the kind of people who will always wish to exceed or excel in comparison to the person whom they think that the other person is more knowledgeable than me. Correct? Whenever you try to fix a target, how do you fix that? In comparison to somebody or in comparison to yourself? Yourself. In comparison to others. What's your answer, guys? Okay. If you are doing that, then you are playing in the level of excellence. These are the people who will always try to excel themselves. Whatever is happening around them, that's not going to bother them. Okay? If today I am scoring 19 marks out of 25, then I have to score 22 next time. Definitely they will target for 24 or 25, but they will end up getting 20, 22, something like that. Okay? But it is always better than competing with others. If you start competing with the person sitting next to you, if that person is taking 21 and you are taking 19 out of 25, then you will be very, very happy even if you reach to that particular milestone. Right? Am I making sense? Yes? Am I with you so far? Yeah, please stop. This is not a class. I am here to give you clarity, guys. So don't consider this as a class. Okay? And finally, there is a level of contributors. Okay? Top level managements of the companies, HODs, and most of the entrepreneurs will play in this particular level of contribution. These are the people who wants to empower others. These are the people who wants to contribute for the betterment of the society. These are the people who want to change the society. Okay? The person who is struggling or playing a game of survival will never be able to get at the level of competition if you don't change the mindset. How many of you think that you can't make 50,000 rupees in the first go of your job? In the first attempt of your job, you are not capable to get 50,000 rupees. Please raise your hand and be honest. Please raise your hand. Thank you. Keep it up. Please raise your hand. And what about the others? Are you all thinking that you are going to get 50,000 rupees per month? No or yes? No, then please raise your hand. What about others? All first benchers. You are going to get 50,000 rupees per month? In the first job itself? Huh? Sorry? Huh? In the very first job, you have to get 50,000 rupees salary. You may get. I am asking whether do you think yourself you are capable of getting this or not? My question is that. that you are not capable of getting 1 lakh rupees service per month in the first job? Okay. Now, think of it what is going to happen. Okay? The entire game is of mindset, guys. Seriously. The entire game is of mindset. Okay? So if you start preparing for what you want, automatically you will reach there certainly. Okay? If you don't prepare yourself to get where you want, then definitely you will not be able to reach anywhere in the world. If I give you a bag full of clothes and 1 lakh rupees, and if I erase your memory, where do you think you will reach? Where do you think you will go? You have 1 lakh rupees with you and one bag full of clothes that you need for day-to-day basis, but you don't know who you are, and you don't even know anything. Okay? Then if I drop you in the Bijapur bus stand, which bus do you think you will take? No bus? How long do you think you will sit there? Huh?
Ask for guidance.
Ask for guidance based on what? Nobody knows. You yourself doesn't know. Any idea? No, right? When you know that, when you decide the destination point, only then you will be able to pick the right bus. Right? Only then you will make an effort to buy the ticket of that bus. Otherwise, you will not be able to do that. Right? Every person is having immense potential. It's just that you need to understand and believe that I have the potential to achieve what I want. Okay? How many of you underestimate yourself? How many of you think that the world around me is superior than me? Those possible, isn't it? Because I used to think like this. Seriously, I used to think like this. Unless I invested 6 lakh rupees on mindset game. I have invested 6 lakh rupees after completion of my degree and after finishing working for 6 years. To become a career coach, I have invested 6 lakh rupees, and within that, they taught me a mindset game for 8 weeks. And in 2 weeks, they have teach me how to do a career coach. That's how crucial is the mindset is. Okay? Are you all clear with the levels of competition? The levels of people playing the game? Is it clear, guys? Is it clear or no? It's not good. Okay. Now let's see how your mind works. How much do you think you'll be able to make in 1 year? Okay, if I say what I want to income. Okay. Whatever your experiences, whatever the knowledge you have, if I ask you to start a business, I will fund that business. Okay? I will sponsor that business. I just want you to start any business that you like. How much do you think you'll be able to make in 1 year? Give me any random number that comes to your mind. Please tell me a number. Any business that you want to start, I'll fund it. In 1 year, how much money you'll be able to make? 1 ವರ್ಷ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಂಪಾದನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? 6 lakhs. Any other numbers? 8. What? 8 rupees, 8,000? 8 lakhs. Okay. Any other numbers? How much? 500 and above. In 1 year. 5 CR. 500 CR. Very good. Can you applaud for him? This shows how your mind is working. Whatever the number you have told is based on your past experiences. If I tell you that the cat is there, just give a way to it. What will you do? All of you, there are high chances that you will turn that side and check out whether the cat is actually there or not, right? Right? If I tell you dinosaur is coming in, so start running from here. Will you even move an inch from your seat? No, right? Why? Because you have already experienced the cat, but not the dinosaur. Correct? In the same way, you are able to quote a number that either you have seen somebody making, be it a 500 crore, or be it 8 lakh, be it 6 lakh, whatever it is. Or you think that you will be able to make it. But today I am going to show you a dinosaur here. Okay? Nice. Okay. How many of you know this kid? Does anyone know this kid? His name is Ryan Kazi, R-A-Y-N-K is the guy. He has made 220 crores in the year 2022. In just 1 year, he made 220 crores. Okay? Does it look like a dinosaur? It is definitely bigger than that. Correct? Now, why it has become possible to him? You might be thinking that this guy is not from our country, he might be European, he might be from some other countries. Yes, definitely, he is an European guy. He is an American. Okay? What about him? What about him? His name is Umar Qureshi and he made 50 lakh rupees when he was giving 10 exam in the year 2022. Affiliate marketing. Okay? Now he has crossed. I have seen his videos just a week back. I think he has already crossed 1.3 crore. And he is just 17 years old. Next. How many of you know what is blogging? This is the information age, guys. If you have knowledge about any particular topic, if you have interest about any particular topic, you have an immense opportunity to start making money. Okay? If you take a list of top 10 bloggers in India, the first blogger, Amit Agarwal, whose blog name is labna.org, is currently making $90,000 per month. This is not the updated screenshot. This is the old screenshot. If you go and check in the Google, he is making $90,000 per month. How much is $90,000 per month? $1 is of 85. That is considered 80 for the sake of calculation. Okay? 72 lakh rupees per month. 72 lakh rupees. That was sitting at home while playing with this kid. So, what if I told you that you can create a money making machine for yourself and set it for work for you and you can keep on doing whatever you want? If you decide to do that, that's quite possible. How many of you think that while giving this workshop here, I might have made some money? How many of you believe this? Okay. I'll show you how much money I have made after this workshop. Okay? I'm talking to you guys. 2 of my team members are with you, and 4 more people are staying in the office. But still, I might have made some money. I can give you the proof of that. How does it feel? How does it feel if I told you that you'll be able to make money while sleeping also? ನಿನ್ನ ಮುಂಜಾನೆ ಎದ್ದು ಟೈಮ್ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗಿ ನೋಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಾನು ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಂದಂತ ನೋಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಓಕೆ, ರಾತ್ರಿ ಮಲಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಟೈಮ್ ನೋಡಿರ್ತೀನಿ, ಮುಂಜಾನೆ ಎದ್ದು ರಾತ್ರಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಂದ. ಓಕೆ, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೈಫ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಲಿವಿಂಗ್ ನೌ. You want something? Next please. So there are endless opportunities to create your future for sure. Okay, you just need to start working on yourself and then identify the opportunities available in this segment of digital marketing. Since I am into digital marketing, I can give you the best clarity about what is going to happen if you want to try something different. Okay, I am a mechanical engineer, graduated from this college, got placed in Apollo Tire, started working as a business consultant, commercial electrical radials, which is a tire company and aggregate automobile field. And then my next company was German MNC, which was into manufacturing system enclosures. That is an electrical based company. But again, I have been assigned to handle the automotive companies and mechanical companies. Okay? In life, everything is interrelated. irrespective of what particular kind of education you are getting, if you start thinking about your own self and your interests, you'll be able to implement the same knowledge of whatever has been taught in your college or that is of utmost interest to you. You will be able to make your career out of it. And that's what I did. Okay? When I tried searching for the opportunities that are available for the students of India in the field of digital marketing, I got to know that there are 1,90,716 digital marketing jobs are available. Okay? And then in the LinkedIn it was listed 31,000 digital marketing jobs in India and 1,109 jobs, new jobs, have been updated that particular week. Whatever the new updation might have happened, they will mention that in the packet. Okay? And Indeed.com, there is one more job site wherein if you search 17,472 digital marketing jobs were there and remote digital marketing jobs 430. These are for the students, housewives, working professionals who want to work part-time and start making money. Okay? You need not have to quit your job. How many of you have taken education loan? How many of you have taken education loan here? How many of you have paid the loans? Nobody? Oh, all of you are rich kids. Okay. Next please. Why digital marketing works for everyone? Be it a student or a lecturer or HODs or a housewife or a working professional. There is a reason behind it, right? Because in digital marketing, they follow one systematic structure or the process called funnel. In sales language, we call it as funnel. But let us take an example of Jigar sir. Sir has already mastered in one particular subject. Sir, what is your favorite subject?
IC engines.
IC engines. If at all I have to start writing some blogs on IC engines, and if you guys want to read a blog or an article on IC engines, and I also start writing an IC engine blog, and sir also starts writing an IC engine blog, whose blog do you find most authentic and most valuable? Sir's blog, right? Anybody can't come in our space and snatch our pie. Okay, the pie is big enough, so big enough that one person cannot take it all together. Okay, so don't even think that there's a huge competition whether I'll be able to succeed in this or not. Child already ಬಾಜು ಬಾಜುನೇ ನಿಂತು ನಡೀತಾವೆ ಒಂದಲ್ಲ ಎರಡಲ್ಲ 10 ನಡೀತಾವೆ ಒಂದು ಕಡೆ ಕುಡಿದು ಬ್ಯಾಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಈ ಕಡೆ ಹೋಗಿ ರೈಟ್ there are high chances. So never ever underestimate that. Don't you ever start with a doubt that will I succeed or not? That is the first step for the success. Okay? In whichever, okay, what if I told you that how many of you like sleeping all the day? Please raise hand. Thank you. Thanks for being honest. Please raise a big hand. Don't worry. Okay, how many of you know that there is a competition going on for sleeping? If you sleep 10 hours per day for the 100 days, you'll get 1 lakh rupees. If you win that competition, you'll get 10 lakh rupees. How many of you like to eat? How many of you are foodie and like to eat? Now you can make a lot of money by eating it. How many of you like to travel? Almost everybody. There's a 19-year-old girl in US whose worldwide trips are being sponsored by 5-star hotels and Lufthansa Airlines. Everything is sponsored. On top of it, they will give her money. And she's making approximately $40,000 per month. She's just 19-year-old girl. How awesome is that, right? Rikada over ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ರೊಕ್ಕನೂ ಅವರೇ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ಊಟನೂ ಅವರೇ ಹಾಕ್ತಾರೆ ಆದ್ರೂ ರೊಕ್ಕ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ದುಡ್ಡು ಅಂತಿಲ್ಲ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನಿಂಗ್ ದರ್ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಮನೆ ಕೇಳಿದೆ ರೈಟ್ ಒಂದು ಟ್ರಿಪ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಅದೇ ವರ್ಷ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಟ್ರಿಪ್ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ ಓದಿಲ್ಲ
ಸ್ಕಾಲರ್ಶಿಪ್ ಬರ್ರೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ
ಜಗಳ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರು
right? So this being an information age, how many of you know the chat project? No, at least please raise your hand. Don't tell me that you don't know. No? Seriously? This is the worst singer in the world. And she is famous for that. Okay. Okay, guys. And do you know how much she is making? Do you know how much she is making? She is making 9 lakh rupees to 30 lakh rupees per month just by singing very in a nasty way actually. Okay? Anything can be sold in the world right now. Whatever you are good at or whatever you are bad at. If you are bad at something, be the baddest. Okay? If you are good at something, then be best at it. Sorry? Correct. It all depends upon how many following you are, how big influencer you are. Okay? There's one YouTube channel in Canada called Swayam Kalike. Okay? Savita, I think. Savita from Raichur or Chittoor. She has 43,000 subscribers. When I had seen her channel, she had 43,000 subscribers and she was able to make 2 to 3 lakh rupees per month. Sitting at home and cooking for herself. And to cook those dishes also, the companies used to give her new cookers and on top of it, they used to give her the food also and money also. Just for using their branded items, they used to give her 75,000 to 1 lakh rupees and plus those cookers and utensils for free, everything. Okay? She doesn't have a space in her home to keep the next utensils. She started selling them off. Okay? So, in this particular domain, you have an opportunity to target the people who likes your likes. Okay? Tell me, okay, what's your hobby? Play cricket. What's your hobby? What's your hobby? Reading stories. Okay. How many of you, what do you think? How many of them like reading the stories in this room? What do you think? How many of your friends like reading the stories? Don't know? Or have no idea? Okay, see, this is what happens. Whenever you want to do something, if your friend says, who will give a damn shit about it? There are high chances that you will tend to drop in that idea. Right? Don't drop it. Because this being an information is, this being technology is, you can reach out to the people who likes your likes. Okay? If you start writing stories, you will get more than 1 crore people. If you start studying, how many of you are good at sleeping? You sleep without any, even if people disturb me, even if they come and kick me, I won't get up. And how many of you don't get a sleep at night? Then please raise hand. I know you don't get it. Okay, see this. You have the live audience here. Some of you don't get sleep and some of you are very good at sleeping. Correct? If you start sharing your ideas and tips for how to sleep well, that's it. Seriously, I'm not kidding. Guys, seriously. Just take out your mobile phone and check how to sleep well. Put this particular keyword in the Google and you'll be surprised to see that there are more than 100 crore searches that are happening every second on this particular topic. So do you get a sleep at night?
Yes.
He's an expert. That means he works really hard, that's why he gets a sleep. Okay? Guys, irrespective of what kind of interest you are having, okay, how many of you are really good in having a knowledge of alcohols? Just the names, brands, everything. Bikes? Right? If you type the top 10 digital marketers in India, there's one name that pops up. Digital Deepak. Okay? And he started his career with blogging. He started writing blogs on bikes. Okay? The new bikes. Whenever the new bike used to launch, he used to write a blog on it. He used to review it and he used to write a blog on it. And in the World's Blogger Summit, he has been invited to China to represent India when he was of 21 years old. Okay? Today he is making 3 crore per month. 3 crore per month. Okay? And that has started with a passion. If you think that only my education is going to give me an edge to start making money, that's a myth. Education combined with your interest should go hand in hand for you to succeed in life. Okay, you need to understand that. Am I making sense, guys? Am I clear so far?
Yes, sir.
Why you should start now? If I ask you to start any small part-time business along with your studies, what do you think? How much investment is required? Minimum investment. Any one business, 4 to 5 lakhs. Okay. Anything else?
Time.
5 what?
Time is enough.
Time. Okay. You have 2 to 3 hours per day, and you want to start a part-time business in that. How much minimum investment you would require? 0. What business do you want to do in 0 business?
If I start designing templates and all for Canva, then
Okay.
time is the only thing I have chance to invest.
Okay. Good. What else? What else? And do you think by designing templates in Canva, you will be able to start making money?
It will again take time to learn and to
It
sell.
will take time, it will take money, it will take your effort, correct? So investment is least in that model, correct? Anything else? Anybody else? How much investment it takes? 10,000 which business?
Sir, forever living products.
Forever living products. That, but you are talking about MLM, right? Okay. If you want to work in MLM, people show you that you have to invest only 10,000 rupees or 5,000 rupees to start your membership and then start buying their products and using their products. And on top of it, you or you want to get it is as simple as that because I've done that. Right? Okay? So the toothpaste that you are buying for 200 rupees, they will ask you to buy it at 400 or 500 rupees and then they will give you a 5% discount on that, which will be 25 rupees. Okay? If you sell the same toothpaste to somebody at again 500 rupees, they will give you another 50 rupees. That's what is going to happen. But to sell it to one person, how many people do you think you'll be able to connect with? How many of your friends have bought your products? Nobody, right? Okay. Very few. And that too, only once.
Yes, sir. As per the ratio of 1.
If you meet 100 people, okay, you'll get 1 or 2% of conversion. Because again, if you want to connect to them, it takes at least 2 months for you to connect back to them. Because you'll be hunting some other bucket for you. Right? Now, using the technology, using the power of digital marketing and internet, you'll be able to reach out to thousands of people without even stepping out of their home. Right? That particular game is all about motivating the people who are under you. Correct? How do you get connected to them? Online.
Why?
Social media.
Why?
Social media. Zoom. Have you heard the name of Sonu Sharma?
Yes, sir.
He's a motivational speaker. And he's the brand ambassador of Prestige. Okay? So there are many ways. However, you have said that you need 5 lakhs, 0, some amount, okay, 10,000. But they show that it is only 10,000. But to reach out to the people, you will spend a lot on the petrol itself. And I don't know how many cups of tea you will drink while visiting to your clients. Prospects. Correct? That is the additional investment that you will be doing. But it is a hidden investment that people don't show in that particular model of MLM. In the field of digital marketing, if you want to start your business, you have to invest only once. Okay? So, may I know your name, please? Your good name, please?
Shubha.
Shubhashri. Shubha. Okay. So, as Shubha said, if you learn this skill set once, that will be a one-time investment. It is not that you can't learn it without investing. You can learn any skill by referring to the YouTube videos or free resources like Quora and other things. But what are you going to lose if you do so? You're going to lose your precious time. Okay? If you check about how to sell Canva templates in the Google, you will get hundreds of videos, thousands of videos on that. every person will be sharing his experience and every person will be having a different experience. Correct? So because of that, we will tend to get misled by overwhelming information that's available on the internet. So it's better to identify a coach or a mentor for yourself, invest on it, learn the skill set, and then start your freelancing career. Without putting your studies, you'll be able to start making money. Okay? Jiga sir, if sir starts writing blogs on IC engines, how many of you would be interested in reading them on daily basis? Sir, you have 50 to 60 traffic right now.
Continues every year.
Yeah, that grows every year. And that is not going to be limited only to this campus, right? Anybody can read it from anywhere in the world. Correct? That's the power of internet, and your physical boundaries will be reached once you start implementing the technology in your career and life. Okay? You need not have to run behind the people that career can care of. Nobody listens to you. Correct? Or else you're knowing cricket. Okay? If you start writing something or start creating a content around cricket, and if your friend likes to go to the party, do you think we'll be able to sit and listen to your cricket stuff? No, right? In the internet, people will come to you to listen to you because your content will be shared with the person who is liking that content, right? Nitin, what is our total ads per month? 1.2. Currently, we are spending 1.2 lakh rupees per month, and we are able to reach approximately around
1 million, around 1 million.
1 million. So approximately around 10 lakh people every month. Just to create an awareness, sell our products, promote our business. That's it. In the physical space, is it possible to reach out to 1 million people in a month? No, right? Next, please. If you learn this skill set, you get three things. For sure. One is time freedom. Nobody will ask you where you are, when you are working, and how long you are working. If you are getting paid 2,000 rupees or 10,000 rupees, and if you are able to finish that task in 30 minutes, that's fine. But the other person is willing to know whether you have completed the task or not. Okay? How many of you know that there are so many women who are working for 8 to 10 hours per day for the salary of 7,000 rupees per month? Correct? There are so many women and so many men also who are working for a salary of 7,000 rupees per month, and they are working for 10 to 12 hours per day. Right? So, what's the need when we have resources? This particular skill set can offer you time freedom, space freedom. Nobody is going to ask you where you are, with whom you are. Okay? I'm not saying that don't join the job at all. Along with the job, you can cultivate this habit of nurturing your passion also. If you give up on your passion, then definitely nobody is going to ask you why you have given up your passion. 95 to 96% of the working employees, guys, hello? I'm not kidding. I can show you the proof. Okay, I'll come here for you. So please, hear it. Okay? Interest will no good, not hear it. I really don't mind. Okay? Some proofs of achievement. How many of you are able to see this? No, it's not clear. Okay, if you want, you can go to my YouTube channel. You can just type Vireesh Digital Career Coach, VIRASH Digital Career Coach, and you can check out that. This is Guru Murthy, who has made 1.2 lakh rupees in how much? 35 days. He has made 1.2 lakh rupees in 35 days by investing 2,000 rupees in the social ads. And this is Smita Patil, who is a housewife, and she is a mother of 2 kids. she has a gap of 10 years after her marriage, and then she started her career as a freelancing content writer. Now she is working for one of the Bangalore-based MNC companies. She has recently finished 1 year and she has celebrated her work anniversary with us. That was sitting at home working for 2 to 3 hours per day after fulfilling all of her responsibilities at home. Okay? This is Sidhu, who got placed in the hotel chain called Adigas. And again, this is Dr. Rashmi. She's a dentist, but as she said, she is not enjoying her career. By accident, she got into a dentist course and she has become a dentist. Now she is exploring this field. Within 2 weeks, she has got an order of 20,000 rupees, and she is very, very happy with that. Okay? So it is not that what we have learned in the colleges and what we are doing in our career, in our life. You have to do what it takes for you, for all of you to keep happy, right? That's what is going to matter. It's not like how much money you are making. What's going to matter? Whether you are happy in your life or not. Correct? So, what is the opposite? What more basically? Next. This is our studio, and it takes very little investment now. If you want to be a content creator, if you want to start your career as a digital marketer, it takes very, very little investment. This is our studio where we shoot our videos. Next. This is him, and he has designed this board. Okay, our office, we have a office by name Learner Zones. It is in Gurukul Road, Bijapur. So, if you ever want to check out how we have set up our office here itself in Bijapur and how we are creating a job opportunity in Bijapur, then you can anytime you're most welcome. Monday to Friday, 10 to 6, 10 to 4, sorry. 10 to 4, Monday to Friday. Whenever you want to drop in, please welcome. I'll be more than happy to host you. Okay? Next one. Whenever we work really hard. Whenever we party really hard. We don't compromise either. And we do that because we love doing it. None of us are working forcefully. Okay? Next. So sense of satisfaction is very, very important, and it is must actually. A handsome salary can feed your stomach, but what is it that is going to feed your soul? Have you ever thought of it? No, right? Right? Raju, are you happy with your salary? Sorry to ask you this question, but for that matter, nobody will be happy with their salaries. Everybody thinks that. Yes, everybody will get more. Correct? Next. Earlier, whenever I was working in corporate companies, I used to roam around the entire India. I have traveled across India, and my company used to give me 5-star hotel stays. Even as I have stayed in a hotel which was costing me 18,000 rupees for a night. Okay, there was a Taj in Udaipur. Okay, but that time I used to think, what if I lose this job? Will I be able to afford it? Can I take my family on my expenses to the places that I want them to take? No, not possible. Being in a job, that was not possible for me. But after quitting a job, I started doing that. Okay? This was last month itself. I think we had a trip of entire Sayadri belt, and we stayed in one of the beach resort also, which was costing around 7,000 rupees per night. And now it is possible for me. Next please. It doesn't matter how much money you make. It doesn't matter how many lakhs you are giving it to your family. What matters is, when your loved ones needs you, you have to be with them. Correct? When your family members needs you, that's why because what it is not true, guys. It is literally not true. Right now you are in a stage that you will not feel this. Okay? When you grow up, when you start staying away from home, when you start missing your family, then you will understand how badly you want them to be with you. And similarly, in this January itself, my dad got an issue with the heart, and I admitted him to the Fortis Hospital of Bangalore. When I was working in a job, my insurance coverage from the company that I used to get was 3 lakh rupees. Okay, and that was for a whole year. But this hospital costed me 78,000 rupees for 2 days, and I was able to bear that. I'm not telling this only for the sake of showcasing or making you understand how much money I'm making. I'm telling and sharing this with you guys just to make you understand that how much power this particular field can give you. Okay? If you pay little attention to yourself and start working on your passion, automatically over a period of time, by the time you finish your degree, all of you are in 4th semester, right? So by the time you finish your degree, the people who would have not started implementing these skills would have gone to the companies asking for the jobs with their degree certificates. Okay? And if you start learning this and start implementing this, even if you get paid very, very less, you will go to the company saying that I have a work experience and my portfolio is ready. Go to our YouTube channel and check for Survi Desai's interview. She was working in BPO and she said, "Sir, I want to change my domain." I asked her to start learning digital marketing. Then she asked me, "Okay, I don't know anything now." No problem, I'll teach you. Whether if you know how to use the system and internet, that's more than enough. Anybody can learn this. Okay? And when I checked her personality and when we were exploring about what kind of interest she is having, she said, "Sir, I'm Kannada, I have never mastered it." Now tell me what should I do? She said, "I love watching Kannada serials." Then what we did, we asked her to start writing blogs on Kannada serials. I asked her to write one blog per week. She used to come back to me every day saying that, "Sir, I wrote 2 blogs today. Can you please review it?" I did it for 2 days and stopped. When she went for the interview, and the interviewer asked her, he has not asked her for where you have learned it. He asked for what you did in digital marketing. Because most of the industry owners and company owners are not willing to hire well-educated people. They want to hire skilled. Thank you. Because companies are looking for skills. The days are gone that company wala to training for. I got a training for 3 months in every first company. Okay, those days are gone. Everybody is expecting a ready-made food now. Okay, so when I was able to afford this, then I started understanding I am walking on the right path, and now the way I am living is the same way that I dreamt of some time earlier. Okay, so this particular field can offer you time freedom, space freedom, and financial freedom. At the same time, my mother was also not well, so she was not able to come with us. I was the only one who was there in the hospital. On one bed, my dad was taking rest. On the other bed, if you look at the laptop is on. And I had taken this pic to send to my mother saying that, okay, dad is doing good. Okay? How many of you want to have a power like this? And this single room in that hospital has costed me 9,500 rupees per day. Can you just imagine? What a hospital. I would have taken general bed, right? Right? So, if you learn a skill that is trending, that is going to offer you a handsome career, that will help you manage your career, your finances, and also support your loved ones for sure. What do you want? How do you want to see yourself 5 years from now? person who is logging from 9 to 5 for a company to fulfill their dreams, or a person who is leading a joyful life, fulfilling his or her dreams? How do you want to see yourself? ಬಹಳ ದುಃಖಭರಿತವಾದ ಸ್ಟೋರಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೆ ಬಾಯಿಲ್ಲದೆ ಸೋ ಸೀರಿಯಸ್ next please. They're getting demotivated after listening as serious. Okay, how to start your entrepreneur journey then? Next. 4.5 billion. This is the number of active users on Facebook and Instagram alone. Guys, ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ನಂಜುಳಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಇನ್ನು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಏನು ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ so irrespective of kind of interest you have, cigarettes use tobacco use no problem, you can monetize that skill as well if you are good at it. That doesn't mean I am motivating you to do that. I am just telling you that whatever you are good at, okay, sir, I am very good at passing the time. That time is very important. Okay, you can monetize it. Seriously guys, you can monetize it because there are so many sad souls in the world who doesn't know how to pass their own time. If you give 10 tips to pass the time joyfully, they will pay you for that. Seriously. Seriously guys, you just need to create one digital product and start selling, list it somewhere to sell it, and you will see people will start buying it. Okay, so just understand yourself better, identify your core values that are the most crucial things to decide, make any particular decision related to your career or life or anything in that matter. So to start your entrepreneur journey, you have to implement 4 steps. First of all, the very first is identify a problem that you want to solve. People will not pay you if you do something for your own. You have to solve their problem, either by entertaining them or by educating them or by solving their problem directly. Okay, I am helping people make money online without putting what they are doing. This is the kind of job I am into right now, and for that I am getting paid. Is it a kind of help? If you go to a doctor, what will he do? What's his job? He has to help you get rid of your illnesses, right? And based on that, the bigger the problem is, higher the pay will be. Okay? So identify a problem that you can solve. Now, how to identify that problem? I'll come to that next slide. Next step is, you have to identify a problem and you have to identify a solution. For this, you need not have to do a master degree or you need not have to do a PhD for this. Based on your experiences. Okay? How many of you have struggled to memorize things, memorize your notes, subjects? Okay. Let us say if any one of you is really good in memorizing things, this is the biggest problem for all the students, right? If you start sharing the tips, if you start sharing the same concept in the most understandable way, then you are perfect. You can sell that product to anybody. And if you keep a subscription amount of 100 rupees per month for that, how many of your college students would you think will subscribe for that? That's also not possible, guys. Right? People will think that. So, don't consider or don't think what is the worst that is going to happen. Start thinking how to monetize it. If nothing happens, if you don't make any money, at least you will have a better knowledge, you will have a better representation skill, you will have a better communication skills, you might have grown a lot in comparison to the people who are not doing anything other than the studies. Right? If you want to become best at something, then start teaching it to somebody else. Start sharing the information in the most easiest way to somewhere. Then automatically you will make. Right? That's what. Identify problem is the first step. Finding a solution is the second step. Creating a product around it is the third step. How many of you are really bad at taking notes? Nobody says I'm bad at it. Okay. How many of you are good at taking notes? How many of you are good at taking notes? Okay. In every class there will be one or two people who will be good at taking notes. And the whole class will take the xerox of that.
Yes, especially assignment.
Okay? So in my class, I was that student. Okay? Though I was not very studious, but whenever I used to sit in the class, my handwriting was good. That's why my notes used to circulate everywhere. I didn't know the fact, and I didn't have this idea of creating a blog that time. Otherwise, I would have created a whole bunch of notes in one single document. I would have started selling it. Xerox or get photo Is it possible or not, guys? Huh? Possible? One page यार notes में कर जिरगा सर notes में को correct.
So Ashok is a topper and he takes, I think he creates well content.
Okay.
I think he has a lot of opportunities to implement your idea.
Anybody? Okay. Unfortunately, the topper of our time didn't get selected in the final round of interview. I'm not demotivating you. Okay? I'm not demotivating you. Guys, there is nothing wrong. Okay? I'll tell you the reason also. I'll tell you the reason why he didn't get selected. He was only studious. That was his only mistake. Don't stick on to the studies only. Okay? If you start exploring other things also, you will become the best actually. He's still working in Kirloskar.
No, sir. Telco Dharwad.
Telco? Okay. So, Dharwad. I started my career with Mumbai, then I moved to Pune, and then I moved to Bangalore, and finally I got settled in Bijapur. Started my venture during the corona times. I had only a small home office, and from there to full-fledged office of 50 members sitting capacity. Okay? So this is what my journey is all about. You have to create a product based on your interest, whatever it is. If you want to create a product based on how to cook well, how to sleep well, how to eat well, what to eat, how to reduce your tummy, how to get 6 packs, anything. Okay? You can mint money. There's a difference between making money and minting money. Okay? You can literally mint money. Next. And then you have to list it somewhere to sell it. You'll be able to start making money. How many of you believe that this is possible? How many of you believe that this is possible? Otherwise, I have a book If you want to succeed in this, you have to start with why. Okay? You have to understand yourself first, what kind of person you are, what kind of interests you are having, and what kind of people you resonate with. Your target audience would be exactly like you. If I am lazy, then my target audience would be very, very lazy. So try to solve that problem for them. Try to solve it for yourself first and document it, and then start selling it. That's it. You need not have to search for the people who want it. No, you have to search for the people who are just like you. That's how easy it is. And for that, internet will help you for that. Okay? Next. Start with why. Most of the people, okay, how many of you have joined engineering? Why have you joined engineering? Don't know. Thank you for the honest answer. Next. ಮನ್ಯಾಗ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಜಾಯ್ನ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು. ಅಕ್ಕ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಜಾಯ್ನ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು. Right? So guys, most of the successful people in the world are the people who take inward out approach. Okay? Inward out approach means generally what people will think, what I have to do. First we will decide what I have to do. Then we will start thinking about how to do it. After completing everything, after finishing your engineering, first initially you thought I will do engineering. You started studying it. After 2 years you finish engineering. Okay? You got to know how to study it. You put your heart and soul in this, studied it and finished it. After finishing it, you will start thinking why I did engineering. Okay? So this is the trait of most of unsuccessful people. Unfortunately. So most of the successful people will start with why. Okay? If you ever get a chance, watch a TED talk of Elon Musk. How many of you know this guy? Elon Musk? The founder of Tesla. Okay? Watch his TED talk. He has said, he has demonstrated it actually. You have to decide why you want to do that you want to do. First start with your why. Understand why you want to do that. How crucial it is for your life. Okay? And then start understanding what you should be doing. Actually, this is how. Understand how. The what comes later. Okay? Sorry, put the next one. Yes. How should be the second one, and then last comes the what. Okay? Sorry for the mistake. First you should start with your why, and if at all you want to make 1 crore in next 1 year, that's your goal, right? Now you should start why you want 1 crore. Why you want to make 10 lakh rupees in the next 12 months. You have to be very, very clear with that. When you understand that, you will never ever give up putting in efforts. Correct? So you should be very, very clear with your why, and then start exploring how to do it. If at all required, learn the skills that can take you to that your destination. Okay? And then start doing what it takes to reach it. That's how you have to start your entrepreneurial journey. Right? This is how it gets you to the clarity about what you want to do, why you want to do, how you should be doing it, and what you should start with. Clear? Who can get benefited from this? First one, after the completion of your degree, if you want to fetch a job with a handsome salary, double than what your other friends are getting, then this is a go to do. Because this is booming very fast, and if you start working on it now, you'll be having a work experience of 2 years already, and you'll be having a portfolio along with you. So that will help you fetch a handsome salary. And if you have a knowledge for the faculties, if you have interest in any one particular domain and knowledge, if you want to monetize it without quitting what you are doing, and on top of it, if you help a lot of students out of this campus with the same knowledge, you can use it. And interest also. This represents interest also. If you have an interest, you can keep on exploring the more and more topics and start getting the knowledge.
My sir is having more than 35,000 subscribers, I think. Viewers on his YouTube channel.
Viewers or subscribers?
Viewers.
For all the subjects together.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's nice. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Has it been monetized?
Not yet, sir. Because they have said that for one video it should have 10,000 views.
No, it's not. It's not for one video. It's for 1,000K you will get paid $1 to $7. And for monetizing you have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours in a month.
In a
year.
Yeah, that is true.
In 12 years.
Subscribers still is down to 400.
Okay. No problem. All the best. I wish you start making money on that more than your salary.
But the fact was, when you said just I went to analytics, I came to know that my videos are viewed throughout the world also.
Great.
Different countries they are watching my videos.
See this.
And this is initiated.
Any questions, guys? If you want to ask any question, then please ask the questions related to your career or freelancing or digital marketing, whatever. Anything that you want to ask? Anything that you want to ask, specifically related to your interest? What made me to choose this domain? Very good question. Because I was grilled every day. Seriously, I was grilled every day for getting paid 1 lakh rupees per month. I have to earn 12 crore rupees in a year for the company to earn 12 lakh rupees per year. Okay? On top of it, and I hated the salary structure. I never wanted to get a salary. भिक्षे कौन रखते थे अपने लोग? ये 5 चिल्लर को okay? And I never wanted to have a complete micromanagement process. I always hated that. ಕೆಲಸ ಕೊಡ್ತೀರಿ ಬಿಡ್ರಿ ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ target ಇಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕು okay I'll achieve it. Leave it on to me. They used to give me the targets, I have to achieve it, and then I have to give the report again. When I was working in a US-based MNC, they used to take 18 reports in a month. For preparing one report, we have to spend 1 day. For preparing 18 reports, 18 days. And in a month, we used to work only for 22 days. And on top of it, they used to expect us to achieve the entire month's target in 4 days. Okay? So, this is one reason. Second reason, I am a family man. I love to spend time with my family. Okay? I grew up in a joint family. We have 50 people in a family. Okay? So, after every 2 to 3 months, there used to be a function. Whenever my mom used to call me, okay, now there is a function, there is a function, okay? ಒಂದು ಸುದ್ದಿ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರ ಆಸ್ತಿ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. It's not their fault. They used to think like the person, the attrition rate will be high. Okay, if I allow him to take a leave, he will go to give an interview, get selected somewhere, and I have to suffer for another 6 months now. Okay, that's the mindset behind it. Sir, how easy it is for you to take a leave, sir?
Here we have very good relationship with everyone. Whenever there is a requirement, we will adjust.
Sir, correct, sir. You will adjust. You have very good relationships. But how easy it is to manage after taking a leave?
Yeah, bit difficult. We need to address a lot of.
That arrangement has to be made first. Even before taking the leave for 2 days or 3 days, we have to start making those arrangements. And that too, when we elevate to the management level or the next managerial level, automatically there are a lot of responsibilities. And if I want to take a leave for my enjoyment, then forget it. They used to give me leave only when I fall sick or there is, okay, when I was getting married, my boss, I applied for 1 month leave. Okay, no company allows for it. My boss told me, which company allows you to go for 1 month leave? I said, I have completed my targets. I am not asking for you to give me the leave. I am telling you that I am not going to come for a month. This is true story, sir. I have done this. When I came to home, after a week, my boss called me and said, Vireesh, शादी कर ले 2 हफ्ते में 2 हफ्ते के बाद 2 दिन के लिए आ जा और फिर 2 हफ्ते का छुट्टी लेकर चला जा. This was the scenario. I did this. Okay? Do you want to lead a life like this? Do you want to lead a life like this? So I hated that kind of lifestyle actually. Okay? Now, in our organization, these guys are literally, these are least bothered about the salaries. No, there is a salary never. I'm inside a mother. Okay? Everybody has an opportunity to make money according to their efforts and abilities. We have created that kind of environment here. The person who was taking 5,000 rupees last year is now taking 50,000 to 20,000 rupees. In a corporate company, if we have to double our salaries, it will take at least 4 to 5 years. Okay? For me to reach from 15,000 to 50,000 rupees, it took me 6 years. 15,000 to 50,000 only. It took me 6 years. Think of it. That's why I hated that salary structure. So this is the reason why I have chosen to come to this one. And I love to interact with people. I follow my passion. Whenever I share my knowledge with somebody, I feel happy about it. When do you feel happy? What makes you happy? By playing games. What makes you happy? Huh? Who are there in what makes you happy? Okay. What makes you happy? Well, see, everybody's interests and understanding of happiness is different. Correct? They have their different ways of being happy. Somebody feels happy by meditating, somebody feels happy by teaching, somebody feels happy by traveling, somebody feels happy by watching movies. Similarly, I feel more happy when I start helping somebody. And on top of it, if my happiness is giving me more money, why not? I do it endless. That's why I chose this career. And that's why, even if I was not making money as much as I was getting in the company, I was working from 4:30 a.m. in the morning till 11 p.m. चलो मैं तो लाइक शॉट ना कर दूँगा कॉफी बेचने नंबर सब्जेक्ट क्या है तो only one लाइक शॉट right? Any more questions, guys? Any questions, anybody? No? Sir? Guys, no questions?
I want to know about the search engine optimization.
Okay, search engine optimization is a field wherein if you create a website and if you want it to be on the top of the Google search page, so the people have to start working on the keywords. Okay, Google works on the algorithms. How algorithms will fetch some website. If you are creating a website on one particular topic, there are lakhs together websites might have been created on the same topic, right? Why Google have to give your website to that particular person who is searching? If your friend is searching a topic, let us say if you go to the Google and check for learn digital marketing in Canada, I can bet you that our website or videos are going to come in the first page. If you go to the YouTube channel and check digital marketing in Canada, at least 2 to 3 videos will be ours. That is called a search engine optimization. It is related to YouTube channel also, and it is related to Google also. It is related to the social media posts also. Okay. And in search SEO itself, you can build a career. There are almost around 12 to 13 modules what you can learn in digital marketing and create your career in one domain. In order to excel in one particular domain, you have to use and approach a T-shaped model. Okay, what is T-shaped model? You need to understand this. You have to learn all the domains, but you have to deep dive into one particular domain. That is T-shaped approach. Okay, because for example, if you learn SEO and if you want to start getting clients on it, how will you do that? How will you approach those clients? From where will you get them? You have to create a way for them to search you, right?
Yeah.
How will you do that? Let us say you have learned SEO. Now you want clients for that. You are ready to work as a freelancer now. How will you search them? Or how will you make them connect with you? You have to create your own website. You have to create your social media platforms. You have to start promoting yourself. You have to start keeping your website alive. Right? You have to build your email list. Ads. So there are so many things. You have to understand all the structures and then deep dive into one or two. That will help you. Similarly, we teach digital marketing in all the domains. But we are specialized and we are taking orders of website designing, social media marketing and marketing automation only. Because we are not helping everybody. We are working only for the educational institutions, coaches, consultants and online trainers. If a doctor comes to us and asks us to market for them, then we don't take that orders. We give it to some of our students who are already into that project. Okay? Did I answer the question? Any more questions? Which is the best website for learning? Don't go to the websites. Website won't teach you, people teach you. Search for the people who have mastered, who are approachable to you, and then try to connect with them. Okay? Reading books can give you knowledge, but books cannot help you to avoid mistakes. The internet is ever evolving field. So there are new trends that are coming in, new policies that will be coming in. If you start learning these things theoretically, then you will fail miserably. Don't do that. Even if you start small, no problem. Start learning it from some mentor. That will help. Okay? Thanks so much. Any more questions? No? Sorry? Get it?
Gain interest of different sectors.
So, digital marketing plan is very I'm not talking here about digital marketing, I'm talking about your career.
I am good at riding the bike and how to get monetized. Other than good at monetized. It's simple, simplify market. Exponential shares. Make it interesting.
Yes, please.
Is there anything that inspires you to do digital marketing?
Nothing. My worst lifestyle has inspired me. Whenever you have to take an action, when do you take an action? Either there has to be a lot of motivation, or you have to be in a deep rest.
What is your motivation to do digital marketing?
That's what I said. I started hating the way I was living. 15 to 20 days I used to be out of home. When I said I'm a family man, I love to spend time with my kids. I love to spend time with my family. If my job is offering me a handsome salary but not allowing me to be with the family, then I cannot be happy there.
Freedom.
Yes. That's why I started thinking about, okay, this life is not for me. And then I started thinking, okay, I being a sales and business development manager, if I'm being away from my family for 15 to 20 days, only by handling 3 states, what would my country management doing? We would be visiting all the states in 1 month. Okay? So I got an understanding that this is not the right way for me, and that's why I started searching for this. Because I wanted a time freedom, space freedom, and financial freedom. Now I had been to a trip along with my family for almost 10 days, but still then I was working alongside. Okay? However, I am not getting up at 4 a.m. So I used to finish my work in the early morning, and then when my family used to get up, I used to take them to the drive and the places to visit. That's all. This gives me flexibility actually. Okay? Any more questions? No?
Can we make ads in digital marketing?
Yes. We are doing that. Here's the ads. He is handling most of the ads that are coming to us. Actually, we are handling some of the clients. We are handling clients from Bijapur, Bangalore, Pune, and US. And almost all the ad making projects are being handled by him. And he's a BSc graduate, right? He's a BSc graduate. It takes no educational background. You just only need to have an interest in that way. Okay? Thank you so much everyone for giving me an opportunity to share my knowledge with all of you. I hope you got some knowledge about Was it helpful, guys? Was it helpful? Yes. Was it going? Thank you. Sir?
Thank you so much.
For spending his valuable time and sharing his views on digital marketing and career opportunities. So, from the department